mistakenly gave a privileged memo to the IRS or SEC. Is privilege lost for that memo, for other memos? What do you do?
Well, I'll just answer that just briefly. I think it's true probably for most of these cases is it depends. What the courts are going to evaluate, again, is just overall circumstances on the disclosure. Were you in litigation already? Was it a pre-litigation disclosure? Was there a 502 agreement in place? If you're simply looking at those, you don't have an agreement in place currently, and it's a federal context, you're going to evaluate those factors that George had talked about earlier. It's certainly not something you're going to want to find out about as you're going through the review in the case. So that's my take on it.
Any other thoughts?
Just that if you're in a proceeding, 502B would apply if you're in a proceeding. If you're not, you can try to enter into a 502E agreement or a 502E style agreement with the IRS if you're in pre-litigation, realizing, of course, that it won't have the binding effect that a court order will. But that's better than nothing and just finding out that you've produced a privilege memo and you've got to go back to the existing case law.